Hey, what's up everyone? My name is Joe and today we're going to have some fun playing Magic. And the fun thing that we're doing today is we are going to be playing some rotation proof werewolves. And this deck is a lot of fun. I've actually been using it to rank up quite a bit just because of how awesome it is in standard right now. A lot of people say werewolves is hard to play. Maybe I'm just missing out on something because this deck is definitely not hard to play. It is super easy and super fun too. So what are we trying to do with this deck? We are trying to play werewolf. So of course you got your basic cards like Tovolar, Overlord. This guy allows you to draw some cards. Kessig Naturalist, it helps you get some early mana, and it also has that daybound, nightbound flip, kind of buffing your creatures when it is on its night side. And of course you got to be playing your Reckless Stormseeker just because of how sheerly awesome this card is. He can give any creature +1/0 and haste, or if it's on its flip side, +2/0 trample and haste until end of turn, which is insane because you can use it really whenever it is on the battlefield. Let's say that we have a Hollow Henge Huntmaster. Let's say it's nighttime. We play this card, it's a 6/6, it's going to buff all our creatures, and we can give it haste because we have our Reckless Stormseeker on the battlefield. So good, so much fun. Creature decks are just so good. And then the big hitter of the deck, the reason it is really called Total Loner is because we have the Ill-Tempered Loner. This card is nuts. I really wanted to build a full deck around this guy, but I figured let's just throw him into a werewolf deck and let's see how it does. And he does so well. So this card kind of dodges any type of damage removal because it says whenever he is dealt damage, it deals that much damage to any target. So essentially, let's say they try and play a burn down the house. It's going to deal 5 damage to each creature and each planeswalker. So this guy's going to be dealt 5 damage, and then we can choose wherever we want that damage to go, whether it's at face, whether it's at a planeswalker, whether it's at a creature. It is just so good. It also has a mana ability where you can pay to make it bigger, which is perfect because since he has that ability, they're not gonna want to be blocking, and we can swing in and deal even more damage than we normally would. So his normal side is awesome. Let's go to the Nightbound side. Whenever a permanent you control is dealt damage, he deals that much damage to any target. That is kind of, the side that I wanted to build this deck around because we can really abuse that. Let's say we have a pretty wide board, even 3 or 4 creatures, and then we play a burn down the house, which deals 5 damage to each creature and each planeswalker. Essentially, that's going to deal 5 damage to each creature we control, which are each permanents, which if we have 4 creatures on the battlefield and he is on the battlefield, we can deal 20 damage to any target, which is just disgusting and can end a lot of games. So that's kind of what we're trying to do with the deck. We got a lot of different kind of burn spells, Light Up the Night to help finish it. We got Unnatural Moonrise to help us maybe turn it to night. It's pretty much all the other basic things. So yeah, guys, that is pretty much the general overview of the deck. If you did want to see the entire deck list, there is a link in the description. Otherwise, let's just go ahead and hop with some games and let's have some fun playing Total Loner. Ooh, this is a really good hand. It's a tad bit slow, but we can draw a card with Jaxis. I like that we're going first as well. It's going to be a turn 1 Rockfall Vale, and then probably a Jaxis on turn 2. Hopefully not up against Esper, even though they have an Obscura sleeve. Start recording the video, and I just start playing against Esper over and over and over again, and I have a sick feeling this is going to be Esper too. Okay, Usher the Fallen. Could be a couple other things. I think we do play the Jaxis just to draw a card. Yeah, I don't see any problem with that. Puts it out. Swing in, get the damage. Such a versatile card. Yeah, if you're trying to, copy a creature late game, you can blitz it out, pay the 1 red, get like a huge board. If you wanted to, just do what I'm doing. You can draw a card, deal some damage. So good. Had to throw it in there. Alright, we got a Kessig Naturalist. That's not bad. We're probably going to play our Reckless Stormseeker next turn so that we can give probably our Loner haste. I think this is going to be mono white. Mono white is kind of rotating. I don't think mono white ever really rotates. Alright, down to 18, and they do the posts. Cool. Alright, so we can still swing in with our Stormseeker, so let's get this down here. Go ahead and swing in, and I'm guessing next turn this is probably actually just going to get like exiled with one of the enchantments that they have. It could also be a... Shoot, that one's Strixhaven card. That is way back, whatever it is. The one that steals a card from your hand, makes it cost more. Alright, swinging in for 3. They might just do this again. I hope so. Skyclave, yep, that also is annoying. Cool, so we really would love a burn down the house here. We get an Abrade, that's pretty good. That creates us a 2/3. It's actually only a 3/3 spirit. Let's play our forest into probably just Ill-Tempered Loner. Really good blocker against the Usher of the Fallen. They'll have to remove it before they attack. These are just great matchups. I feel like when I was testing out this deck and ranking with it, things were just going better. Yeah, borrowed time. Oh my goodness, come on. Giving the white deck everything they need. Down to 10, no burn down the house. Let's go. Arsonist can kill the Usher of the Fallen. I do think we attack with it too. Let's get this down. Let's swing in. We'll do a 1 damage to the Fallen. 1 damage to player, and of course there's no planeswalkers, so bring down to 10. That's still really good. I mean, they only have 3 power on the battlefield. The chances of them removing the Arsonist are pretty high because they got 5 cards in hand. They have an Abrade. I really like that. We could also destroy... No, it's an enchantment. I got another borrowed time. Oh, you just gotta love it. It just feels so good. Feels so great. So we can Sokenzan as a blocker. I think the play... Yeah, that might be the play. And then hold up the Abrade, because technically we're not casting a spell and it'll come night, and that's kind of beneficial. Gains haste. Do we want to swing in? Do we want to play Kessig and the Sokenzan? No, let's go ahead and do this. So we'll do this, we'll hold up the Abrade. Technically it's not casting a spell. I want to hold up both just in case they swing in with the Skyclave, that we can block and create a spirit. Yeah. Go ahead and say go. Becomes nighttime. A fog has fallen over the city as the moon rises. Okay, portable hull. That's fine. We can Abrade. So we can destroy that. It's just going to disappear, though. So they swing in, we can kill the Skyclave and block the token. But they'll probably just swing in with Skyclave. No, they swing in both. Okay. We'll go here, Abrade, and deal 3 damage. Okay, these aren't artifacts. Just make sure. Yeah, they're not. And this becomes a creature. Alright, kill the Skyclave. And what other removal do you have? Portable Hole. Usher of the Fallen, alright. Great thing about this deck so far that I'm seeing is that it's actually pretty low power and toughness creatures. It's nothing too crazy. So it becomes day again because they cast 2 spells. We'll just go ahead and play our Kessig and our Snarling Wolf. And then we'll swing in. We got a good blocker again. We can buff this guy with the 2 mana. And I think they'll just take this, yeah. Go down to 7 and say go. I think we're doing pretty well here. Unfortunately, no cards in hand. But the chances of drawing a card that's better than, you know, what small creatures they have is pretty high. Oh my goodness. 1, 2, 3, 4. It is what it is. I mean, take my Snarling Wolf. That is fine. It's gonna be 4 damage to the face if they swing in. Yep, they do. That's fine. Okay. So kind of like an exile deck with the Stonebinder's Familiar. This is a great draw. Yeah, that's really good. I don't want to swing in with the Kessig Naturalist, because it'll die. So we'll go here. They're gonna have another removal spell in hand, dude. They are. I just know it. That thing right there is another borrowed time. They do go ahead and block. I will take that. We'll go play our Ill-Tempered Loner and say go. So I don't mind even if we draw a land next turn. That means that we get to play nothing and it becomes night. But they're looking at our guy. That means that they probably got something. Usher the Fallen, okay. So they got 2 mana, that means it can't be a borrowed time. So I think we're good. And they don't want to swing in here, that means damage to the face. Okay, so they just go ahead and pass the turn. We get a burn down the house. So we might be able to just pull off the combo right off the bat here. We kind of have to let it become night to be as useful as it is. We can swing in and pretty much win here. We just have to make sure that this guy doesn't die. So it'll deal 4 damage. They can block this guy and take 2, go down to 1. We might win it. Yeah, I think we win it even if we do the devils too. Just because they'll have to take the 3 and they'll have to block these 2 and 1 devil. 4, 5, 6. Now they go down to 1. Okay. So let's just see what we can do with these 2 here. We don't really worry about losing the Kessig Naturalist. Yeah, maybe because of his mana ability we would have swung in here. I think we just win it anyway. I think they'll let the damage in. I don't know. Could be throwing a little bit, but I really want to pull this combo. Okay, so they do block. They double block. Okay. Yeah, so with that, we don't win. And I think there was definitely a way that we could have won that there. Swinging with the loner was probably the better play. So please no comments about that. I want to do this combo here. So yeah, with that, let's just pass the turn. Hope that they don't have a removal spell. It becomes night. Which isn't too much of a buff. We still have the create 3 devils that we can maybe win with. Land. Legion Angel. Okay, yeah, with that, I think we just go ahead and take it. We kill their board. And so you don't necessarily win. They'll block. Yeah, it's not over. Reckless Stormseeker would be great. With the 3 devils is over there. Okay, so we don't get to do the combo, but we do still win here. So that is guaranteed to be 7 damage no matter what. If this guy dies, it's 1 damage to the face. If they block here, it's 4 damage to the face plus the 3. Yeah, so good game. Yeah, that was a little risky. Definitely just go for the win there. I think if we had swung it with a Howlpack Avenger or the just the loner, we could have buffed it if they didn't block, or we could have just won it off the bat there. So yeah, the 4 damage, and we just go ahead and kill him. Sweet. Kind of got the combo off there. We did see the Ill-Tempered Loner. I will take that. That is amazing. That's a great start. And we rank up. It's not terrible if we get a land being on the draw. I think this is a keep. With the Reckless Stormseeker and the Loner. Definitely a keep. And then hopefully we get the green so we can have the Safekeeping up. See if the opponents here, though, got roped out in my last game. I just found it crazy how people can just, like, click play and then all of a sudden disappear. I mean, I understand if like you're using the restroom real quick or something, but I mean, what is it? What do you guys think? All right, yeah, we'll keep this. Is it that they, you know, hope that someone doesn't have the time and they will concede? No clue. Alright, we got the Goldhound. That means that we could do a turn 2 Reckless Stormseeker. We could also do a turn 3 Loner if we want to. Not necessarily at the same time. But we get a Volatile Arsonist. That's a tough name to say. I think it's got to be Reckless Stormseeker here. Yeah. It's turn 2/3 damage. I'll take it. I would love if the Hound had haste. I think that would be awesome. That would definitely probably be way overpowered for a 1 mana common, but that'd be pretty sweet. Alright, so they foretell something. It becomes night. That's even more damage. That's awesome. So we get our land. We go ahead and swing it in for 5. Chances are that's a Doomscar though, so we'll see. We'll see if it survives. They already have the... No, they don't have the colors. Yeah. That is unfortunate, but that is what we gotta do. So we gotta play the Loner, and it is nighttime. That's pretty good. And we'll go ahead and pass the turn. So next turn we could either play the Volatile Arsonist, or we can swing in and do 8 damage to this guy, as if he survives. Okay, another Doomscar. Lovely. Get it out of your hand. Get it out of your hand right now. We got hasty boys. We can do this. So really huge here, actually, that it is flipped. Submit 0. But imagine that we have the Loner on the battlefield here. So this would be a 5/5 that deals 2 to the face. We would have been able to deal 4 with the Loner. And, you know, like in a situation where we might want to deal damage to one of our permanents, we can use that damage to our benefit. And with that, that's actually a good game, unless they got something else. Alright, no damage to a creature, 2 damage to a player, no damage to a planeswalker, and boom! Nice quick win there. We will take that. That is what this deck is trying to do. When the opponent is messing around, even when they kill our creatures, it looks like we can still do some pretty good stuff. So that was awesome. Alright, we got 2 colors of mana. We got Jaxis to draw cards and a turn 1 Snarling Wolf. I think this is a keep. We also got our Loner in hand, so we shall keep this one. Hello, my friend. How you doing today? Such a cool dragon. I really want to get that thing. I guess I just haven't really gotten around to it. Alright, so Lesnia/Naya. We shall see. We'll play our Snarling Wolf, and we get another land. So definitely a good keep there. It could be a lot worse if we didn't draw into land. Spirited Companion. Alright, so probably enchantments/runes. We will play here, and we could attack in with the Jaxis and the Snarling Wolf. I don't mind trading. It's not really that great of a card, and we draw a card this way. We have an extra Jaxis just in case as well. So something fun you could do with this deck too is playing the Jaxis, copying your ill-tempered Loner, and doing cool things with that, I guess. Yeah, that would just be fun to have 2 of those guys, especially if you had like a burn on the house with all the mana in the world to play whatever you want. Wouldn't Magic be easy? Alright, so they draw a card, Spirited Companion, so there's definitely going to be runes here. Alright, we could do a Jaxis again, but I think it's going to be Fable. We'll go ahead and attack Fable. Alright, so we could Jaxis next turn, copy the Goblin if we want to discard something. I don't really want to. We don't need the Snarling Wolf, so we'll see. Tamiyo Transients, and they just go ahead and pass. We get an Arlinn. I don't want this. And this could be huge, actually. Kill the Spirited Companion, but it would give him another chance to draw cards. I think it's just going to be the one. Okay, Rockfall Vale. And you play the Jaxis normally, and then Ill-Tempered Loner, and copy the Ill-Tempered Loner next turn. Or a creature you control. This would be a creature. That'd be kind of fun, but unfortunately that'd be a legendary. I think that might be the play. So let's go ahead and attack first. If they block the Spirited Companion, we get it off the battlefield. Okay. Yep, so that's fine. Deal the damage. And we could also go Arlinn, create 2 wolves. And that could be huge to like flash in creatures. We gotta go for the combo. You know how it is, boys. We gotta go for that fun copying combo here. Not really what the deck is fully meant to do, but I like to have fun on this channel, so gotta live the Jeff way. And there goes our Jaxis. There's 4 mana spent towards absolutely nothing. Oh, Yeah, that's fine with me. I mean, that was another way to copy creatures, but yeah, I mean, maybe we wanted the Kikijiki more. That's 10 damage to my face. That is not lovely. Okay, we get a Boseiju. That can destroy the rune or it can destroy this. It means they get a land. We also have the Outland Liberator. But we could copy the Ill-Tempered Loner. It doesn't really do us that good. It would be discarding a card. I just think there's better things to do here if we want to win. There really is. So what we could do is copy the Goblin Shaman. Yeah, I don't really want to discard any of this though. Then we could still Boseiju. We really want to destroy the Michiko's Reign of Truth. So we will go to combat. They have another one. We gotta worry about that. So I think we swing with that. We get the treasure token. Deal some damage. I think we gotta go Arlinn here. And create 2 more chump blockers. And then Boseiju, the Michiko's Reign of Truth. Yeah, is there any benefit to doing this on their turn? I don't really think so, because once they get the trigger, it happens. So let's go ahead and Boseiju now. We have some really good stuff in hand. Outland Liberator. So I had a Paxong Pup in this deck before I had Outland Liberator. And I think this card is just that much better. There's so many enchantment decks out there. There's so many artifacts that are just really good and really vital to decks. Like Celestis, you can just destroy that with Outland Liberator. And if it's nighttime, you can do it every time it attacks. Yeah, Runeforge Champion, that is really scary. So that can give this guy haste. Could also give lifelink. So not ideal. I think they'll grab probably the lifelink rune. Yep. Rune of Sustenance. And either they play it or they go like another... Okay. So they do play it. We can triple block the Kamiyo Transients. Just unfortunately it will... The rune will go to the graveyard, returning the Kami at the end step. They do have a Michiko's Reign of Truth. Okay, I think that's just game. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's 11. It's not game. Be great to have Ill-Tempered Loner on the battlefield. They'll just gain the life back though. Oh, this is a tough game. It's a fun one though. Against runes. Slap box 5. That means we take 6. They gain 11. And I don't think they'll have a way to buff it. It gives us a chance to Jaxis for any reason. Okay, down to 2. And it's not really that great of a card. Well, with Outland Liberator, we'd be able to destroy the Michiko's Reign of Truth. Okay, this is interesting. So with Arlinn's ability, we can have it... We can flash out the Ill-Tempered Loner. It'll also become night. And we could also flash out the Outland Liberator. And then essentially we'll have enough, and it'll also be night there. We'll have enough. Kind of want to destroy this first, so we might have to do that. So let's go Arlinn first. That gives us a counter on this.
The darkness won't hide our enemies from us.
Oh, but it won't become night. We need it to become night. I don't know if there's any way to survive here because it'll deal all the damage first and they have trample. We have to remove the trample. But it just has trample on its own. It's not even an enchantment creature. You'll probably survive if we destroy that. We might have to do that first. This happens after the draw step. Oh, thinking. We have to do this now. Destroy this, and they have another one, and they win. I think this gives us the best chance. And then flash this guy out. Yeah. So we can cast spells delay, flash, enter with an additional 1/1 counter. So that can also help us block a creature. We'll only be able to block these three right here. They go and draw a card. They play... Okay, I think we lose it there. I think that one counter... This guy will only come in as a 4/4. Double block. So if they swing it with everything here, they win. Yeah, they do. If we had another card, I think it'd be different. Try and flash this guy out. Yeah. Boom, boom. Boom. Yeah, we lose perfectly. Unfortunate. That was a fun game. Selesnya Runes is just so hard to beat, but they are rotating soon, so we gotta be happy about that. So tough loss, but not the worst of games. I like this hand. It's not very early game, but I like the Reckless Stormseeker. So we'll go Rockfall Vale and we'll say go. We also got the Abrade to respond to anything that they might have. Looks like we're up against a green kind of a deck. And yeah. Going all in on this Planeswalker here. And Kami Transients. Cool, we will gladly kill that thing. Looks like it's just going to be runes again. Lovely. Alright, Reckless Stormseeker, go. And we will swing all in. Down to 17 and pass turn. We also got our Kessig Naturalist next turn that we can give haste. It's a Jukai Naturalist. Do they have a land? And a Weaver of Harmony. That's a really good card. Fable the Mirror Breaker is good too. Alright, we'll go Sokenzan. We'll give it +1. There's a chance it dies. Doesn't really give us benefit to swing in with it anyway. Because this will die. Fable's got to be the right play. Because we can give that guy haste. Yeah, that guy also gives us a treasure. So we will go and swing with this. We can kill the Jukai Naturalist or we can kill the Weaver of Harmony. Both great trades. No doubt. Yeah, and they do go and trade. But usually if they're running Weaver of Harmony, they're running a lot of the like Touch the Spirit Realm and stuff. We don't really want a Kessig Naturalist here. It's not that as beneficial as like an Avabruck would be. If we get a land, we can play Ava. That'd be huge. Or of course we can settle for Arsonist. See if they have a Touch the Spirit Realm. Sigarda's Splendor. That is interesting to have in the stack. I mean, it makes sense when you're gaining life. No blocks. So only happens at the upkeep, so they won't be drawing an extra card. I don't believe. When it enters the battlefield, no. Okay. Discard 2 cards. We could discard the Goldhound and the Kessig and try and go for lands. We don't get the lands. Okay. We have Outland Liberator, which is great against the Sigarda's Splendor. Stops them from drawing an extra card. Oh, we could do that this turn, or we could Volatile Arsonist. Just won't really hold up the Tamiyo Safekeeping. Really wish I got a land there, but it's fine. We'll go Outland Liberator. And don't really want to give it haste. We'll go Stormseeker and swing in for 3 here. And then I think we just destroy the Sigarda's Splendor right away. So they don't get that extra card draw at all. Yep. And so you go. So yeah, we keep up the Tamiyo Safekeeping. We don't spend a treasure yet. And then still next turn we can throw it on Ava if we want. Lots of options. They could be going off a lot more here. Counter, another Jukai, another land, wedding announcement. Yeah, throw it all down, man. Come on, give us a burn on the house. That would be so good. Yep, swing it with 2. Down to 12, they gain life, they create another creature. Wedding announcement. Or burn on the house. Not a burn on the house. So we get a reflection. Reflection with Ava. That would be something. We just gotta get those stinking land, man. Well, with Arlinn, if we flip it, we can get some lands. We can also create some good chump blockers. We don't really want to flash creatures, so let's go ahead and throw down the Arlinn. And we will create 2 wolves. So pretty good chump blockers. You can also still use the Tamiyo Safekeeping on the Arlinn if they have anything to remove it. And we'll go to combat. Probably, yeah. We won't swing it anyway, so we'll put on the Kiki Jiki. And no attacks, yeah. We can start doing some fun stuff with the Reckless Stormseeker copy. That could be huge. We just really gotta find something to deal with this board. It's getting pretty good. Glad we had the Outland Liberator though. So we can chump and Tamiyo Safekeeping. It just throws away the Ava next turn. If they don't play anything, it'll go into night. That might be a good reason to... They're only swinging with the Cami. They have a Snakeskin Veil, they can kill the Arlinn, but I'm fine with them using that. We take 6, going down to 6. And they got something. Okay, so they're just assigning blockers. So down to 6, they gain 6, they lose a Cami, and they create a creature with a wedding announcement. Copy the target activated ability, cool. I didn't think about that, that's awesome. So draw 2 cards, and create... Oh no, they don't create the creatures. That's awesome though. That's really cool. Alright, it becomes night. And we don't get a freaking land. Luckily we do have the Arlinn now. We can't activate this with flash. We can't activate this at instant speed, so I think we just gotta go to land and Avabruck, and then I think that still holds up enough to reflection onto the Avabruck, making our board absolutely massive. Let's go with that. We'll plus 2 the Arlinn. We will play our Avabruck. Comes in on its night side, which means that we're going to make our board giant. Or +2/+2 counters on each creature. And then we go... We can't... Can we kill him this turn? I don't think we can. We'll go and do reflection onto the Hollow Henge Huntmaster. Paying our land, so that gives us a bunch of damage. So let's think here. So 6/12, that's going to go to 8/16. And then 17/18 from this guy. 19/20/21, 22/23. Okay, so we can bring him down to 3. So we can't quite kill him. So we can't go all in here. But we got to give this guy haste. The 2 counters each creature, so 12, 22. Oh no, that's lethal. I don't know why I didn't see that. That is lethal. Yes, I didn't think we had it there, but that was a really, really sweet game there. Oh my goodness, it feels really good to take out the Selesnya Runes deck. That just shows how crazy this deck can get. It's been a little mellow in this video, I gotta say. I've had a lot better games. I think the consistency just kind of changes as Arena decides who your opponent is, but that was a really good one. That was a super fun game, and I think that's going to be the last one. We're only going to do 4 games in this one. Let's go ahead and go to deck wrap up. Alrighty guys, so there you have it. There was the rotation proof werewolves deck, and this thing was so much fun to play. I tested it a bunch of times when I was on vacation on the phones, and it works so well. And yes, I am back from vacation. I guess I thought... So the release of the rotation is coming, like the pre-release I think is September 2nd in stores, but I thought it was just September 2nd in Arena, but it's not. It's September 9th. So we still got a bunch of time to really crack down on this rotation proof deck. So I'm hoping to post pretty much every day a new rotation proof deck. So make sure to stick around if you are interested in that. But back to this one. So this is a lot of fun. I love werewolves from the moment that they came out. I love that they get absolutely ginormous when you flip them. In that last game, we got to do the Avabruck Caretaker to the Hollowhenge Huntmaster and copy it. That was a blast. And that's kind of how this deck can do many games. So we got, you know, the Jaxis here, and we got the Fable. So those are two things that can copy, and it gives you a really good chance to draw into that. We also have Ill-Tempered Loner, which is just a really good 4-drop. We also have Arlinn, which came in huge. Just amazing cards all around. You have your Tovolar, that's a 3-drop. You have your Fable of the Mirror Breaker. You have your Reckless Stormseeker. This is kind of just a good stuff deck built into a synergy. It's beautiful. Werewolves is so good. Wolves in general. And I think the Goldhound's got to go in here. It gives you a chance to play cards early. It worked really well. I think we had a really good like damage spell to creature ratio. I think there was just, yeah, I really love this deck, and I'll probably continue to play this deck to kind of help rank up this account. It's a little bit low, but I'm working on getting it up as we keep on going throughout the channel. But yeah, there's not much else to say about this deck. There's a couple cards that you might be able to throw in here, a couple cards you might be able to take out there, but I'll leave that up to you guys to let me know what you think. So that's pretty much it for the video. If you guys did enjoy, do consider liking and subscribing, as it helps out the channel a lot. And of course, if you did want to see that deck list, there is that link in the description. All right, that's it from me, guys. Peace out.